Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my podcast, Keeping It Easy. And I'm so deeply sorry. It's been a long year. As some of you might know, I'm in university. I keep repeating this because it's hard to keep up with this podcast. Although I've been having a lot of endorsements so far, and I'm really happy. You guys are actually pushing this little podcast like beyond its limits, and I'm happy. Thank you guys. I couldn't have actually gotten to where I am without you guys. So here's a round of applause for you guys. So back to what we were talking about. I'm just going to try and keep this like as little as possible. Probably I might not reach my mark today, but maybe another time. So just here to just drop a little end of year advice. It's nothing different from what I've been saying. I have new stories coming up, but I'm not going to be using myself. I'm going to be using it I'm going to have to change a lot of like aspects in these stories. Some of you might know, some of my personal friends listening to this podcast might know the full length of the story, but the others, not so much. So please, I hope you enjoy it and appreciate it. First of all, some of you might know that, earlier this year, my house got burnt. But it wasn't something serious. The house got rebuilt and everything is back to normal. I might even add that everything is even better than normal right now. So that's a good thumbs up. What else? I've been talking about relationships so far, and I've had the craziest relationships this year from 3 different girls. Like, wow, mind-blowing actually. Not like me and the girls we dated or anything, but relationships also entails, friendship, right? So yeah, I'll break down those gist. And these are the craziest ones from 3 girls. Then we have sub-girls also too in those aspects that also made this year wild as hell. But don't worry, I'll also be dropping those ones too for you guys. So I don't know, which one should I start with today, you guys? Let me think. Okay, let me start with something more less. It's interesting, but it's just funny actually. So there's this time was on the basketball court in my school, and I met a lot of new students. For those of you who don't know, I play basketball, and I also coach a little in basketball. So I was like, met new students, felt okay, let me come help them a little bit here and there. They appreciated it and decided to be my new students. Along the way, a friend of mine in girls' hostel came up to me and was like, she's hearing strange rumors about me in her hostel. And I'm like, For someone like me, I'm used to hearing rumors. It's the university life. People who like you, and there are people who don't like you in this life. So university is a big place for you to gain those experiences. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, what did she say? She said that, quote unquote, I was going around. No, not going around, but there's a particular girl on the basketball court that I dragged, or I asked out rather, and I touched her without her consent. And I'm like, that's new. Like, that's very new. Like, are you trying to tell me that I raped her or something? It's like, no, but they said you just touched her without her consent. So I'm like, wow, okay. Who is the girl? I'm not going to be calling out names. So she told me the girl's name, asked for her number, and she didn't give me the number immediately. She said that because she thought, I'll be angry. And I'm like, I'm not angry. I've faced worst. And she said, she'll give me a number in like 2 days' time so I can confront her. And I said, sure, thank you. 2 days' time came, I got her number, and let me just put it out there that, she's a fellow Muslim like me. And I said, let me approach her in a, nice way, in a Muslim way. And so I did, and she was like throwing like mean attitudes towards me, like, excuse me, sir, like, like that's not wrong, but the way she said it in a sarcastic way. And I told her, okay, what is she going around telling me? I said that she knows it's true, that I'm doing things that even a normal Muslim shouldn't do. I'm not like, whoa, wait, calm down. I know who your boyfriend is, woman. Like, don't tell me I'm doing things that a normal Muslim wouldn't do. I mean, let me just keep quiet. Let me see where this is going with. And she began to accuse me, saying that it's not only she said those things about me, but she wants me to admit it that I did so. I said I did not do so. I said I don't go around touching women without their consent. I said, oh, so I've been touching girls too, right? I'm like, I'm an adult. I'm literally 20 years old. Like, don't I have the right to like date and hook up with anybody I feel or wish to, and don't they have the right to do same with me? That is why it's like called dating, and you have to have a consent. I'm not someone that just go around putting my hands on girls' bodies or anything. Well, she wasn't interested, and she was like giving me smack talks, and I was like, okay, just stop doing that. She said, okay, she'll stop doing that. She's sorry. I'm like, the sorry didn't sound sincere. It sounded like, okay, she's still going to go and do more of that, and she's going to tell her friends that, oh, I texted her. At the end, she said, like, she insulted me really big. I can't remember what she said. And then she blocked my line. So I knew who her boyfriend was. I met the boyfriend. I told the boyfriend, hey, please, your girl, she's like going way bonkers, and if she's not careful, it will put her in trouble. Because along the way, during that period of when I was looking for her number, people were like telling me, okay, yeah, she like talks a lot and it's not good because girls don't like that shit from her. And I'm like, oh damn. I don't know the girl. I've never met the girl. Till today, I've never met her face to face. And like, all of a sudden, I was just concerned. I mean, is that too much to say I'm a good guy? Even for people that hurt me? Anyway, I told the boyfriend, told him to talk to her, and she should watch her back, and she should stop what she's doing. He did so. So, like, a couple of months, that was a couple of months back, all that happened. Then this month, before we left, coming back home, she unblocked me and texted me. I was like, hey, what's up? I'm like, good. She said sorry for everything and that she needs a friend and can I be her friend? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, I know some of you will be like, wow, that took a big turn. Like, when I mean a big turn. Yes, it did. I'm all forgiving. I don't hold grudges over anything. Yes, I might be angry that moment, but I mean, for how long can I really be angry? Like, I mean, in the Bible, they said that if you carry out an anger to the next day, you have sinned. Or rather, is it you murdered? One of the two, I can't really remember. Anyway, so I decided not to hold that in my heart. So when she came to me, we started talking, we started gisting. We were just flowing, and I decided to ask her, hey, what's up, really, that day? What happened? She said, okay, that she's sorry for what happened and everything, but who told me? She said that I told her that, okay, it's a friend of mine. My former roommate, his sister, told me that she got angry and she was like, no, you see, that day they were just playing, like it was a joke. She said that and everybody was laughing, and I'm like, she got upset with the girl that told me that. I'm like, calm down, you don't need to get upset with her. She was doing her duties as a friend. She heard something that she didn't like, or she thought, okay, I wouldn't like, and she told me. If somebody will say something about you like that, jokingly or unjokingly, I'll come and tell you. Or if I feel I should not tell you, I'll tell the person that, okay, please, hey, stop. That's my friend you're talking about there. It's a simple thing. Before we even reached all of that, she was having a bit of problems. I told her, okay, tell me your worst situation that had happened this year. Your total worst situation. Then she told me, I can't really put it down here because it's a personal thing. And I proceeded in actually telling her something of mine too. Something I've been going through since 100 level. Rumors, actually. They tell me, he's a fuckboy, he's a player. Now, to my reservoir, they say I'm toxic and what else again? Okay, what else? What's that word again? Shit. I forgot it, honestly. But yeah, they say I'm toxic, I'm a player, I'm a cheat. I'm all those things. Like, wow, it owe me. So I must be popular, or I'm actually popular in those areas. And when people say those type of things, and I'm like, and yet I have friends around me. Not only male friends, but I have female friends around me. And I still meet other girls, new girls in particular. And they are still my friends. What does that make? Like, you do 1 + 1 together. Really. I mean, you as human beings, right? Sorry to end that. That story has ended, right? You as human beings, right? You guys have the ability, you guys have the opportunity, you guys have the freedom to mingle with anybody you want to talk as you please without a care in this world. So which one is when, okay, me as a person, let me use myself for example, I'm with you, my audience, and I'm like, hey, you see that boy over there, or that girl over there, or those couples there? Yeah, they're really bad set of people. You see her, she's usually stealing and everything, and she's a liar. You see him there, he's usually, he steals too, he does Yahoo, all these type of things. And you guys look at me and be like, oh, okay. Do you know, I would say comfortably in my heart and heart, like, okay, you guys are big fools, right? If you walk up, like, if you literally avoid them because of those things I say, and you don't walk up to them and try to get to know them. There are people, okay, yes, it's written on their face that, yes, they are bad news. Like, this one, he looks like somebody that smokes, or rather he's a smoker or he's in a cult. There are people that like that. But you see just innocent people that, okay, they are surrounding themselves by friends or something, or they are on their own just listening to music or something. And you just feel, okay, yes, they're bad news and everything. Isn't that just dumb? Like, really? Think about it yourself. Isn't that just dumb? You don't take the opportunity to go meet other new people. Instead, you want to believe what your friends tell you about people. I get they're your friends, but they're not your family. Friends will always come and go in this life. I have witnessed it. I have experienced it like a full length of that. Friends will always come and go. Nobody always stays forever. Not even our parents. Family stays forever. So please choose wisely, think carefully, tread carefully. Because honestly, I'm just wishing you guys to have a very safe and healthy relationships with your friends or new people upcoming. You see, now this relationship between me and this girl, it all started rough. She was saying things about me and everything. Now today, as of today, this was how many months back, and now today we are chatting and we're talking. She said that, okay, yes, she actually, before she even said all those things about me, or I think after she said all those things about me, she went to do actually a research about me. She found out that, okay, yes, I'm a model, everything. And she got deeper into my info, or rather, my whole resume. I found out that I'm not actually a bad person. Even from the way she chatted with me, I'm not actually a bad person. But you see, there's a particular someone that actually said I'm toxic. And that's the first I've ever heard of that thing. They actually called me even an imbecile, and I'm like, wow, okay. Interesting. Like, I've never been so insulted before in my life. So please, guys, girls, friends also, make sure you always do your own investigating about people. Just don't be in a haste to conclude what your friend has said about others. Take your time. You have all the time in the world. Just because they see them as bad people doesn't mean they'll be bad people to you too, you know. Characters differ. attitude differ. I may be a bad character to your friend, but I will not be a bad character to you.